I'm going to kick it off with a very basic warm-up. This is to ensure that our body is ready to go for the work we are about to undertake. We're going to warm up the muscles, we're going to increase the range in our joints, and just generally prepare the body for the work that we are about to do. Now, if you're a follower of this channel, you would have heard me say that multiple times because it really is that simple. Warm-ups don't have to be complicated, they don't have to be 20 minutes long. You can get a nice, simple warm-up done in the space of anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes, or if you need a little bit longer, you can push it to 15 minutes, depending on what your goals are and depending on what you need to work on. So without further ado, let's kick it off. Let's get into this workout.
Okay, let's kick off the warm-up for today. First off, we've got a back step lunge, so picking up your kettlebell, holding it nice and tight to your chest, and we're just going to step backwards and drop one knee to the ground. Making sure you count your own reps here. I will do most of the talking and I will do less of the counting in today's video. So as you perform this, make sure that front knee tracks in line with your toes. Make sure the leg that you push towards the back, you end up on the balls of your feet, and just lightly drop that knee to the ground. You don't have to touch the ground, but if you can, that's awesome. And then squeeze the glute and drive up off that front leg to bring yourself back to neutral before initiating the next rep. As mentioned, we're doing 10 reps each leg before we move on to the next movement. So the next warm-up we're going to do is a kettlebell hip opener. You're going to get down onto one knee and then the opposite leg, keep it in line with your knee but move it to the side, and then you're going to shift your weight towards the heel, keeping the kettlebell nice and central. So we're not going too heavy here, we're just going nice and light, and I'm not pushing any ranges that aren't easily accessible to me right now. So by that I mean we're not pushing through extreme stiffness or tightness, we're just lightly moving, just trying to open up those hips. And just like the back step lunge, for this exercise we're going to do 10 reps each side before swapping to the other side. Now, as you lean towards the working side, make sure you're squeezing the glute at the same time in order to keep the knee tracking in line with the toes. We want to try avoid the knee caving inwards while we perform this move. Once you've done that, just move your kettlebell out of the way and grab the lighter weight that we began with, or depending on how you feel and how comfortable you are with various weights, you can use the same weight that you used for the kettlebell hip opener. This particular movement is one of my favorites for increasing shoulder stability and regaining control through the mid-trap and scapular area. Now, make sure you move nice and slow and controlled as you perform this movement. There's no need to be performing this one as fast as you can or as heavy as you can. We're after control and stability through this entire movement. Now, if you can't quite reach the floor as you rotate through this movement, feel free to place a plate or a block next to your foot and use that as a target, something to aim for. As the weeks progress and you get a little bit more flexible, you can obviously use a less thick target and eventually work your way all the way down to the floor. Also, as you rotate and press the kettlebell overhead, make sure you keep your eyes on the kettlebell. This will help you keep that working arm nice and straight, and it'll help form a nice straight line from the kettlebell all the way down to the ground to the non-working arm. So that's the end of round one for the warm-up. You've got 2 more to go, so carry on and focus on your form throughout both of the next 2 rounds.